there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited, and I think I always say that every time I do an unboxing, but this time I am super duper excited because I have another Rebecca Campbell deck to open with you guys. This is the Healing Waters Oracle. It has 44 cards and a guidebook, of course, and this deck is by Rebecca Campbell. Sad note here, I think there were some issues with the shipping or something because this was already torn. And then look at this side, this has been super banged up, and yeah, that's quite sad because I really do take care of all of my Rebecca Campbell decks. You know, it has a special place in my bookshelf because I really do love her style. Regardless if it's designed by Daniel Noel or Katie Louise, it has the same vibe. But anyway, this one's kind of like banged up, but that's okay. Let's see how the deck looks inside. All right. So it says in the back. Oh, by the way, if you were just here to have a look at the images, to want to appreciate the beautiful cards in this deck, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description box below so you can just jump through that part because in this channel we do talk about the packaging, the guidebook, the cardstock quality, and all of that. Alright, so like I said, so this is a Rebecca Campbell deck. Artwork is by Katie Louise, who also was the artist for the Rose Oracle, the one that came out before this one. Alright, so this theme actually reminds me of the Starseed Oracle, like the color. Okay, so in the back, it has this beautiful, actually, you know what? You have it on the sides as well, this beautiful metallic. Let me just remove the shrink wrap. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place tonight. I am just really excited to open this, and then I saw that it's kind of like beaten. So that's sad, but then again, I really am just so keen to have a look. I think the metallic sheen on the title or here is so stunning. Okay, in the back it says unlock the sacred mysteries of the waters, and then you have the elemental symbol for water over here, and then from the watery world of the mother to the sacred waters of this world, the physical and mystical element of water has been revered since ancient times as holding the power to heal. Unlock the sacred wisdom of the waters and your innate capacity to heal with this stunning oracle. You know what? It's a shame. Like, I can't. My eyes are getting drawn to this one. So, yeah. Alright, whatever. Let's just. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this strange box here has the same style as the Starseed Oracle, the Rose Oracle. Work Your Light has just a regular talk box, but there's like some sort of like a method to this madness. You know what I mean? Like you can put your cards there. But I never really tried using it that way, but I think it's really cool that they tried to innovate a little bit. So in the insides, you have the healing waters are within you. So I'm just gonna put this like right here. All right, and then oh yeah, this is beautiful. I think this is coming a little bit more vibrant. I mean, on the camera as opposed to real life. I think that's just the quality of the phone, but I'm gonna show you that later. Let's discuss the guidebook. Wow. Okay, strong energy is coming through. Where there is water, there is life. Unlock the sacred mysteries of the healing waters. Okay, so that's Rebecca Campbell. The guidebook is pretty thick, so I'm pretty sure we have a lot of information here. Okay, so these are the other decks that she has. The Rose Oracle, Work Your Light Oracle, and the Starseed Oracle. I have them here. Okay, so this deck is published this year, 2023, by Hay House. Okay, you know what I think? I think I'm gonna do a comparison video, or at least a video wherein I can showcase the 4 Rebecca Campbell decks that I have. I think that would be really cool. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Regardless, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm so excited to compare the artwork and the energies. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so you have the table of contents over here. Acknowledgements. Reflections, folklore, and mythology. My journey with the healing waters. I grew up on the northern shores of the Pacific Ocean in Sydney, Australia, and water played a huge role in my childhood. A water baby, I was in the pool every chance I got. To help pay the mortgage, my dad taught swimming to other children in the neighborhood after work, and I was his proud assistant, diving in and demonstrating anytime he needed me to. Ooh, she surfed. Cool. All right. So that's her story. Ooh, she went to Fifi Islands. Cool. Alright, so a lot of like historical information about the author or the deck creator here, which is good because it's always good to know a little bit more about the creator of the deck. Just so that I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I do like learning a little bit more information about the creators just so that I can have some sort of like a connection with them. Like if I also surf, then oh okay, so I know, or like some of the cards that she would have, perhaps I can get some sort of like a better or a deeper meaning. Maybe that's just me. I'm rambling. Remembering the way of the sacred waters. Okay. The watery world of Great Mother, the song of the ancient grandmothers, a lot of stories here. I'm so keen to read through them. May we hear the song of the ancient ones imprinted in the waters of the world. Through connecting to the water, may we attune to the great intelligence of life. May we honor all waters as sacred, both around us and within us. May we protect the sacred waters of the earth, so there is plenty for all, now and forevermore. Yes. Water as the intelligence of life, water planet, sacred element, creation stories and other myths, primordial waters, water nymphs and sea monsters, the sacred mysteries of water, water in spiritual rituals, the memory of water, water as a divination tool, sacred waters of the world, the ocean, rivers, wells and springs, places of healing, seeing the sacred that sustains us, a warning from the well maidens. And there you go. That's a lot of information, guys. I mean, I wasn't really expecting her to go this in depth. All right, so here the oracle, working with the Healing Waters Oracle. About the Healing Waters Oracle, this is where she actually begins talking about the actual deck at page 41. So all of these information before, these are just like some background details or info that one might find useful when trying to connect with the deck, of course with water in general, right? Learning more about the inspiration for this deck. The Healing Waters Oracle Attunement. So attunement is your way of how you can connect with your deck, how you can consecrate it. Of course, if you have been doing this, if you have been reading tarot or oracle cards for a long time, then you would already have your own specific ritual on how you consecrate your cards, how you imprint your energy on your cards or transfer your energy on your cards. Of course, you can do that. However, Rebecca Campbell has this thing. She does have this specific way, or like a guide on how you can connect with your deck that you purchased from her. So you can go to the website over here. Okay, and then this is your some sort of like your incantation and the instructions, and then on to how to read the cards, 5-step guide. Okay, so I love how Rebecca Campbell is always so thorough in her explanations. I feel like Rebecca Campbell has this thing of treating all of the decks that she produced as if it were, going to be a beginner who will buy it. And I think it's really thoughtful and amazing that she is able to come up with all of these information per deck. Like, if you were a beginner, and even if this is your really like your first brush with oracle decks, then it wouldn't matter as much because you would have like a full step-by-step guide. Because I feel like some decks or some deck creators would rarely have or would rarely go into detail as to how to start using your deck. And that's fine, most of information is available out there online, but I just feel that Rebecca really pays a lot of attention on her output, on what she writes on her guidebook, and she equips the buyer to, you know, the knowledge that this person will need to actually start using her deck. And I think that's amazing. All right. Step one, open sacred space and connect with the sacred waters. Step 2, shuffle. Step 3, divide and spread. Step 4, select your cards. Step 5, let the cards and water speak to you and through you. And then here you have deepening your devotional practice with the oracle. So you have altar work, meditating with the cards, integrating the cards guidance with grounded action, soul inquiry. Ooh, is that trademarked? Healing waters affirmations, healing waters activations using the oracle's box. Okay, so she has like a special way of how to use your box as well. So that is not just some artsy fartsy way of like creating a box. She has her own reason. Okay, so it can also be a part of your altar. That's why. And then the healing waters spreads. Okay. Oh, okay, here. So you have the spread here, different spreads. Wow, I like this one, the pearl. I'm gonna try it soon. Okay, and then onto the cards. So you have 64 pages, a lot of information. So here you have this kind of like has the same treatment as the Rose Oracle. So it has a black and white image there, but this part is the same color as the text, which is, it doesn't matter if it's black and white. We can see the images here anyway. So what's important is the information that we can get from this. So you have the card there, you have the title of the card here, some blurbs, and I believe these will also be the ones. Yeah, it's the same one that's actually on the card. Okay, so here you have information and description of the card. And I guess a little bit of history because she does talk about Plato here. And then you have the meanings. So for soul inquiry, these are like questions that you can ask yourself. So these can be like whenever you're journaling or asking guidance, or maybe if you pick this card, these are the questions that you can ask yourself to be better pointed to the right direction to get to the answer that you need to know. So very helpful additions to her guidebooks all the time. So I really dig that. So in the back you have, it's basically like that all throughout, and in the back you have the bibliography, and about the creator and about the artist. Okay, she has mystery school training, like a temple, and then sacred water activisms. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, access to safe drinkable water is a privilege, so to me it feels essential to acknowledge water inequality and scarcity and the devastating impact this has on millions of people around the world. A 2019 report called Progress on Drinking Water, Sanitation and Hygiene 2000 to 2017, special focus on inequalities by UNICEF and the World Health Organization found that up to 1 in 3 people globally do not have access to safe drinking water, and that 75 million people still, and that 785 million people still lack basic water services. And the global charity World Vision reports that more than 800 children die each day. What? From poor water, hygiene and sanitation and water-related diseases. Water inequality and scarcity is a global problem that impacts entire communities. Without access to clean, safe water, families can become locked in poverty for generations. UNICEF has published some staggering facts and projections around water scarcity, including the following. I'm not going to read through all of that. I share this with the intention of deepening our reverence for water and perhaps also igniting some sacred action with you. I'm pledging a percentage of my royalties for the Healing Waters Oracle to Charity Water. If you would like to join me by making a donation, please visit or use the QR code below. That is so cool. When I read this part here, I was actually already hoping that, maybe she's donating some part of her sales into NGOs or charities that help with water conservation and all of that. And I'm so glad that it's there. Makes this deck a little bit more amazing than it already is, because if you buy this, then you are helping, and it really matters, right? So I like that she also used paper instead of, like, oh gosh, the plasticky ones or the plastic belts, because those really kind of like create some minor tears, at least on some of the cards that I already have from Hay House. Unlock the sacred mysteries of the waters. Okay, let's talk about the cardstock. Ooh, okay. Yeah. This is superb. You know what? I don't know how Hay House produce their decks and whatnot, but some of the recent decks that I received or that I purchased from Hay House actually have terrible, terrible wafer thin cardstock. This is not one of them. This is a premium cardstock. Immediately when you touch it, it is amazing. I feel like it has the same quality as her previous decks, which is good because at least you know that she has her own preference on how to produce her deck, so she's probably really in charge of the production and all of that. Like, she has to say how thick the cards are, and these are sturdy cards. I'm not sure if these are laminated. I think they are. I could be wrong, but the cardstock is beautiful. It's, look at that. It's thick. It is, oh my god. These images, I kid you not, they pull you. I feel like my breath was kind of like knocked out as soon as my eyes laid on that specific card. I'm like so giddy. All of a sudden, I'm an Aquarian, so I do have affinity to water. I know, Aquarian is an air sign, but the man or the woman is actually carrying a jug of water, and I don't know. I have always been a water baby myself. Literally, I love water, whether it be like on a pool or in the sea. So this means a lot to me, and I'm so excited. But anyway, okay, I digress. Okay, let's have a look. Let's examine the backing. Very beautiful, somewhat psychedelic, very trippy, but it's not the trippy kind that has a lot of vibrant colors, going around like kind of dizzy. This one looks so calming, and isn't that like a major quality of water? It is very calming. People say that if you live by the sea and just listening alone to the waves is therapy already. So, okay, you know what? This is actually thinner. This is one of her first few decks. Not sure if this is the first one that came out or if it's the Starseed Oracle, but the quality for this deck has definitely improved. You can clearly see the thickness of this cardstock. Amazing, but it does have the same style, not like the design, but it is also matte, which has a very beautiful finish. So yeah, you saw it has the same size, so that's typical Hay House size for Oracle. So edges are fine. There are no roughness whatsoever, so no paper cut for anyone out there. I feel like I'm just rambling, but okay, let's see. So you have the Healing Waters Oracle Attunement. On the back of this card, you will find the Healing Waters Attunement Altar card. You can use the attunement to ritually connect with your oracle and the waters around, within, above, and below you each time you use it. You can do this attunement to activate your oracle before you use it, or you could choose to do it several times as called to deepen your connection with the oracle. Okay, so this is exactly the same thing that's in the guidebook, but that's good that she has it here so that you can leave it on your altar in case you want to use her method. That's really cool. Okay, so wow, obviously this is going to be blue themed, whereas the Rose Oracle is of course rose colored, so pinkish. This is bluish and greenish. Stunning teal color. I love it already. So similar with the Rose Oracle deck, it is not done by Danielle Noel, but Katie Louise has her own distinct style, which, to be honest, it is quite similar to how Danielle Noel creates her own art. Not carbon copy. I'm not saying that, Katie Louise copied how Danielle Noel creates her digital art. I'm just saying that maybe this is how Rebecca Campbell prefers her decks to look like. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe she is in charge of the, like overall in charge of the style. So it is good because even though this and the Rose Oracle are created by a new artist, the style is cohesive. So you might want to shuffle all decks together, or use them like as a huge mega chunky deck. You can do that because it has the same vibe. Okay. I don't know what else to say. It's just like that. It doesn't have any borders. It is very matte. I love the feel. It's not the rose petal kind, but it feels really nice. It's like buttery. Um, and so you have a bar here which has the title of the card and the key phrases. So I'm gonna put on some music and we are gonna start with the flip through. I'm so excited. Oh wow, that was such a treat. I feel absolutely refreshed. It's so strange, but going through the entire deck with you guys made me feel like I just took a really nice cold shower. Like in the summer, and or maybe at the beach when you're feeling sticky and hot and then you take a shower and the water is quite cold. That's how I feel, like so refreshed and calm. So this deck has very great energies coming through, and while going through it, my mind has so many thoughts. It's just racing with a lot of information, a lot of things that I want to say to you when I do this part. of the video wherein I actually give my thoughts on some of the imagery in the deck. First and foremost, I want to say it is absolutely captivating. The artwork grabs you, it pulls you, it kind of like it kind of like magnetizes you to take a deeper, like a more in-depth look in each of the cards, and I do love it. I love it when cards or creators do that. Yes, I do enjoy minimalism or very simple cards every now and then, but this is my jam. This is what I really do because I use my intuition whenever I do my reading, so I feel like I am more open, and this deck has a lot to say to me. That's what I'm feeling right now. So I think, oh gosh, I feel like I'm just rambling, but I do hope that I am making sense because, God, I do have a lot of things to say. I noticed that there are several cards here that have pregnant women. It reminds me of the Rose Oracle, so that's pretty cool. I love how this is so diverse. Like, it's not just ocean, you know? Like, I feel like if some people say the Water Oracle, people will automatically think, oh, it's sea. But no, you have like a spring here, or well, or maybe even rain. So I think it's really cool that she was able to kind of like incorporate different forms of water in this deck. It's really amazing. I love that it's lush and green all throughout, still sticking to that ethereal theme. This one looks like a crystal. I like it. Oh, cleansing. So yeah, the ethereal vibe is very, very present. I think a little bit more so because it is underwater. Oh, fun fact. I'm not sure if you notice, but the like the artwork that I have for the channel has some sort of like, okay, I have a painting over here. I'm gonna try to show you. This is painted by my best friend. So as you can see, this is what I have, right? The artwork that I created for my channel's thumbnail and all of that is actually inspired by this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of background about this, but yeah, so the artwork came first. My best friend saw this and she was like, oh, I want to paint it. So she painted it and she sent it to me, and I'm absolutely in love with this painting. But this one, I'm not sure if you know, but this woman is actually, well, you know what? Have you seen the movie 300? The oracle there, wherein they float and they have like this really flowy fabric around them, and they get the messages while they are in that trance state. I got this image from there. And then I kind of like edited it and just use it as an inspiration for my channel's art. But yeah, so when they were shooting that, they put the actresses, I think, in like a big tank with water, and that's how they were able to pull off the floating scenes and whatnot. And I think it's just really, really beautiful. Gosh, I'm sorry, like everything's falling apart. Just one sec. Okay, so a lot of things shifted when I pulled out the painting, so sorry if I took a while. Gosh, I forgot what I wanted to say. See, this thing happens a lot to me, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, another thing that I noticed is it has somewhat similar key phrases and ideas with the deck that I am working on, my friends. Yes, that's true. I have been working on an Oracle deck. I do have like a full-time job that consumes most of my energy nowadays. I have this channel, and whenever I have like free time, of course I want to relax, right? But whenever I have extra free time, like if it's a long holiday or whatnot, then I would really, really try to find, maybe just an hour to start working or to continue working on the deck. But yeah, I don't know. I started that deck early 2022, maybe around December of 2021, when I felt the urge or the call, or I felt compelled to actually start working on my own deck. I started creating the artworks and whatnot. But yeah, some of the keywords here are pretty similar to what I have, but that's okay, you know. Uh, God, I hope I do finish my deck, even if it takes years. The fact that I started something and didn't finish it is going to be sad, but yeah, this is, I think, one of the quite similar key phrases or ideas. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful card. Look at that. She's jumping into the unknown. This is so romantic. Oh, and one thing that I noticed, this deck is absolutely diverse, stunning, inclusive. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a man, there's body diversity here, there's age diversity as well. It's very, very inclusive. I feel like it's like just like water, you know? It welcomes you for who you are. It embraces you the moment that you jump into like the body of water that you're jumping into, and I feel like, you know, I feel so free whenever I'm at sea. Me, not me trying to rhyme. So look at that. Everything is just so absolutely gorgeous. See age diversity. I love it. I love that people can have a look at this deck and at the same time, you know, see a representation of themselves in the actual cards. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The imagery is so phenomenal. I am so in love with, you know, Rebecca Campbell decks. It's just it's like a an art gallery, and each of the cards are like paintings with their own background stories, and oh god, it really tickles my fancy, and that's why I am so happy I purchased this deck. Oh my god, what do you guys think? And I'm definitely gonna do the Worker Light Oracle, Rose Oracle, and Starseed Oracle comparison video, or at least like a collection video, so you guys can have a look. um this one really gets me. What is up with the wishing well? So there you go. I'm gonna try to shuffle this deck. I feel like I talked a lot on this video just because I do have a lot to say when it comes to waters. I love water. I don't drink it as much, or I don't drink it, you know, as much as I would like to. But whenever I find or I have the time to, you know, go to the sea, I would really grab the chance and be there, be submerged, because I feel so free. I feel like it's my element completely. So it shuffles well. A little bit difficult for me doing this like this way because I do have small hands, and I always say that in most of my videos, I think, if not all. But yes, it's quite difficult to shuffle because the cards are thick. But if you have more strength in your hands, or your fingers are a lot longer than mine, then this won't be a problem. This is a stunning deck. I love it. What do you guys think? Do you want it? Do you have a copy already? I would love to hear your thoughts and know if you also are very much into water as I am. Really do appreciate you being here. I would recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you could enjoy like content like this, you know, I would love to have you here again. Kindly like this video if you feel like you want to. That will help me out in the algorithm. Thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate you, and have a blessed day.